Start by measuring the width of your ribbon against your diamond adhesive wrap and cut strips. I'm cutting 3. Once all the strips are cut, measure your diamond adhesive wrap again to make small squares. You'll need to cut the number of squares matching the number of cups. Once you get all the squares cut out, cut the center out to resemble a belt buckle. Next, measure your black ribbon around the red solo cup and cut to the length that you need. Next, you'll glue on your black ribbon. Make sure to pull it tightly all the way around and then peel off the diamond adhesive backed buckle and place it onto the red solo cup. You'll need to repeat this process for all of the cups. Next, cut the bottoms of the cups with a razor blade in an X format. Take your Christmas lights and push them through the X that you cut out of the bottom of the solo cup. Repeat this for all of your lights. For this project, cut squares out of diamond adhesive wrap and then cut the center out so that you have, once again, another belt buckle. Take your white ornament and measure your black ribbon around the ornament so that it fits snugly, but give a little spare so that you have something to glue with. Place a little dot of glue on your ornament, wrap the ribbon around the ornament so it's nice and snug, and then add a little more glue to the other side of the ornament to hold it in place. Once this is cooled, you're going to take your diamond adhesive wrap belt buckle square, peel it off, and place it on the black ribbon. Repeat this for all of your ornaments. Now it is time to place everything on the tree, and you can twist everything so that it faces the way that you would like it to face.
Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do to our bedside table is sand it down. Because when you buy furniture like this, it comes with like a coating on top, and our spray paint won't be able to stick to it. You're also gonna wanna do this tray portion because it also has this shiny coating on it, and we need all of that to be gone for the spray paint to have a nice hold. Let's start by giving it a coat of white satin paint. I like to use the Rust-Oleum brand just because it has a really nice finish and a strong hold. Another mistake that people make when they're spray painting is they end up getting too close to the surface that they're trying to paint, and that will also cause those drip marks. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is wrap the parts of this tray that we don't want spray painted. And I like to do that with just some regular plastic cling wrap. There we go. So now our legs are complete. Now we're gonna move on to our sides. So I want this to remain white and then also the legs, but I do want to have a nice candy cane detail here. So what we're gonna do is tape this portion off and the top, but first let's just stop the paint from getting on here, and for that we'll just use the regular tape. Okay, so now we've got all of our sides taped off. Let's tape off the leg portion for our candy cane stripes. I like to use kind of just like a template for making sure that all of my stripes are the same length. So what you can do is just take a piece of construction paper and fold it in half, and then I'm going to fold it again, and I'm going to fold it one more time because I want my stripes to be thin. But we're going to start at the end because if you notice, the saran wrap didn't get perfect on these legs. So we'll just keep that portion white. Hold up your handmade template there against the side, nice and tight, and then wrap the painter's tape around. Just like that. And then you'll move on to the next one and go through just the same way all the way through the legs. Okay, now that our legs are taped, we'll go ahead and flip it over. I do think it'll be fun to have these edges red, but I want to do candy cane stripes along the front of our tray. Okay, so we're just going to do this the same way. We'll put our little spacer right up against the edge, And the only difference is that you want to start with a pretty straight piece of tape on your edges. When you push your tape into your edge, you can take a little putty knife or a sharp box cutter and working our way down just like we did with the edges. And that's pretty even. So we'll leave that one like it is. All right, so now we're all taped off and ready for spray paint. Now that we're all taped off, we're gonna go ahead and start spraying on our candy cane red portion. So for this, I'm going to be using Apple Red by Rust-Oleum. I love to use the 2x version of the Rust-Oleum spray paint because I feel like it bonds to the material so much better than just the regular version. And it's perfect for plastic and wood. So we'll go ahead and do a test spray paint. I love that color. And then just start spray painting your area. And now I'm going to very carefully just start peeling off the tape. Being very careful to not let the wet part of the tape touch anything else. Okay, so now all of our tape is pulled up. There was a little bit of overspray in some areas, but that'll be a piece of cake to touch up. All you need is white paint and then like a little craft brush. You can go back through and touch up any of the areas that you want just a little bit cleaner. But for the most part, I love how the candy cane stripes look. So we will let this dry completely and then move on to our last step. All right, y'all, so now that our tray is completely dry, our stripes are painted on, we're ready to go ahead and add our wording. So what I did was I printed out on vinyl cookies for Santa, but if you do not have a Cricut machine, that's totally fine. You can use stencils. I love this pack. I got it at Michael's, and it's got all of the letters in different sizes for you. You could also go ahead and just freehand it if that's your special talent, but if not, the Cricut works out really well for me. And that's it, y'all. Our Santa cookie tray is complete. Thanks for watching Home Talk, and I'll see y'all next time.